Well, I think there's a huge amount of compassion here in the United States. As you mentioned, the US has a special insight into this kind of tragedy following that bombing by Al-Qaeda on the US Embassy in Nairobi in 1998. But at the same time, bilateral ties remain what we could call chilly. We know that 4 US nationals, this has been confirmed by the State Department, were injured in that attack. Of course, dozens of other people are still unaccounted for, and the State Department says that it's mourning the loss of a member of its extended family, as it were, the wife of a Foreign Service national who had been working for the US Agency of International Development in Nairobi. So this has really hit at the core of the US Embassy in Nairobi once again, because they've lost somebody who's close to them. Now, US President Barack Obama has made a phone call, I understand, to President Kenyatta to offer his condolences and also to offer any kind of assistance possible in bringing the perpetrators of this terrible crime to justice. But we don't yet know what form that assistance might take. We've seen the UK swift to act. It sent a rapid deployment team to offer consular support already. But here in the United States, I think that the government is a little bit more hands-off, a little bit more wary because of those strained ties, because Barack Obama is uncomfortable with the ICC indictment of Uhuru Kenyatta and of his deputy on alleged war crimes in the post-election violence of 2008. Until those charges are resolved, I think we will see the Obama administration maintaining a slightly wary stance. And in fact, this follows on from what was widely seen as a snub when Barack Obama didn't even visit his ancestral homeland during his African tour this summer. So I think you're right to point out that ties between the two countries do remain a little distant, a little chilly. Back to you.
But do you think Obama administration will be forced to be fully hands-on, considering that Kenya has been put on the US's anti-terrorism assistance program after the 1998 US embassy bombings in Kenya?
I wouldn't say they would be forced to be hands-on, and we're waiting to see what form the response in a physical sense, in a resource sense, will take. At the moment, we still don't know whether the US will be sending any support teams to Kenya. We simply know that there has been a true outpouring of compassion on the US side. There have also been some concerns raised today about US security and whether or not there could be follow-up attacks, either on US consulates or on US soil. So we saw a member of the House Homeland Security Committee speaking to the US media today, Sunday, and saying that he understands that Al-Shabaab, the Al-Qaeda proxy in Somalia, has been recruiting American Somalis from US communities and taking them back to Somalia for training, and that he is concerned about the potential threat to national security here in the United States, that he hopes the FBI and local law enforcement will be ensuring that they foil any possible follow-up attack should those American Somalis come back to the United States and import with them the skills and abilities that they have acquired during their training overseas. So I think that there is a definite concern here today about the further spread of this kind of terrorist activity.
News that moves. eNCA.com.